In today's video, we're going to show you how to get raised effect finishes on any type of hat with this brand new soft foam heat transfer vinyl. Hi, it's Andy from Styles, and in today's video I'm going to do a tutorial for you how to get a specialty dimensional raised effect onto different hat types. We're going to be using brand new soft foam heat transfer vinyl. It comes in 15 different finishes, and that includes 8 soft ultra matte finishes and 7 textured finishes of the soft foam colors. This heat transfer vinyl is about 5-6 times thicker than your standard flex vinyl, coming in at between 560 and 600 microns, depending on if you go for the matte or the textured finish, and you can cut this on either a plotter cutter like a Graphtec or a laser cutter if you're doing some real volume with it. So I've already pre-cut some of the soft foam heat transfer vinyl. If you're looking for instructions on how to use this on the Graphtec CE range, we're going to put some details in the description for you. Because we're using a dimensional product today, we need to use the 360 IQ hat press. That's because with this vinyl being that extra bit thicker, we really need that lower heat to make sure that we're getting to the adhesive on the back of this to get the best possible application with this hat. The 360 IQ from Hotronix has lower heat and upper heat, which means you can take the heat on the top down a little bit below what you would normally do for heat transfer vinyl, but you can still have the lower heat at 160 degrees. So it means when you're applying those hats, you're still getting the perfect heat available for the adhesive on the vinyl. So today we're going to be using one of these low profile vintage hats from Beachfield, but you could put any hat under this press. Acrylic, polyester, recycled polyester, it's going to be no problem because you've got this lower heat. It's just a matter of testing to make sure you get your recipe locked in. You can put pretty much anything onto a hat with this heat press, but we're going to show you how to apply it onto this 100% cotton hat today. So I've pre-programmed using my IQ board to preset the soft foam, and I'm getting 140 degrees on the top, 160 degrees on the bottom, and we're going to apply for 45 seconds. We're going to be using the thinnest foam pad that you get as standard with your 360 press, and the reason we're using that foam pad is you want to match the thickness of the vinyl with the thickness of the foam pad. If you're going for a rubber patch that was even thicker, then you move on to the next thickness of foam pad. So now let's show you how to fuse this hat. The first thing, let's get rid of this cardboard. Then we really need to pull the sweatband out here. Then we hook it onto this press. And because we've got 360 degrees of application, we could actually apply this vinyl on any of the panels of this hat. It goes all the way around. We're going to go for the front finish today. So get that sweatband out of the way. Make sure it sits on the platen there nicely. And then you flick this up and it pulls it tight. And that's how you get that silicone to mold upwards towards the hat. And that's why you can use any hat type with this heat press, even a cowboy hat. This is the only time I'm going to tell you don't need to pre-press when it comes to garment decorating. Because we've been positioning this hat on here for a few seconds and that heat is already starting to come through, it's getting to the hat and performing the same principles you'd expect with a pre-press already. So by the time we've put the vinyl onto it, it's already had enough time to release that moisture and a nice perfect surface for the heat application. We're going to go with the camel in a smooth finish, and we're just going to apply this right across the middle here. And because we're using lower heat, it means even if we have a middle seam like this, we're still going to get perfect application because we're fusing from the inside of the hat and we're just getting close to that adhesive, which makes for a better application. So to get perfect positioning of your hat, this is a really important step. This first step is line it up, make sure you're happy with it. Just let it sit on there. And I always recommend using heat tape because it just makes sure that when you put that foam pad on there and then you pull the press down, you're not going to get any movement from your decoration. So it just makes your life that little bit easier and guarantees the accuracy as well. So just one piece of heat tape is fine. Apply it over there. Grab that thinner foam pad. Let's place it on the top here. The only thing that remains to do is pull that heat press down and start applying. Should you make a mistake once you pulled it down, because this has an auto open feature with the IQ controller, it means you can just push that button there and it will automatically release before the time is finished. If you think, oh no, I put the wrong transfer on there, I've done something wrong, it's just there as a backup for you. This will count down from 45 seconds to 0. Once it gets to the very end, then it's going to automatically spring up. Then we'll be able to take the foam pad off and release the hat. This hat is going to retain heat for longer than a t-shirt would do. For one, it's probably had 3 times as long under the press, so it's going to retain that heat. But you're also working with something that's got thicker material and more structure than a t-shirt. It's really important if you're using a cold peel product like soft foam, you really let it sit and relax and come back in a couple of minutes and let it go ice cold. So now this is cool enough to peel. So we're going to remove the tape first. And the best way to do this is get your weeder, hook that tape in a little bit. If you pull the tape all the way from the side there, sometimes you get a bit of an uneven peel and that's not good for your application. So just loosen it up just a little bit. And now one smooth motion from corner to corner. And we're left with a smooth ultra matte finish with this soft foam heat transfer vinyl. If you're going to be using the textured effect instead, the application instructions are exactly the same. 140 on the top, 160 on the bottom, medium pressure for 45 seconds, and you're going to get perfect application of the vinyl. And the great thing is, because you're using lower heat, you're not going to get any scorch marks on the hat either. You're not going to get any crimping of this hat. You're going to get a fantastic premium finish that your customers would love all year round. And this could be for summer, winter, autumn. This raised effect is not something that goes out of fashion. It's always going to be something that's relevant. And now you can do this really easy with Styles soft foam heat transfer vinyl. If you would like to order any of these soft foam finishes and colors, the 360 IQ hat press, the heat tape, or the weeder, they're all available and in stock from styles.co.uk. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more videos like this, and we'll see you next week for another heat printing video.